Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Florida Gators, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gators have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Firing to the right, complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Gators. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going deep, and it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To throw, it's Holstein. Quick strike complete. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
that's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Got his man quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands so quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Robinson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To the air, it's Holstein. Back open in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Oh, he found a space on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got him. Into the end zone he goes for the 2-point conversion, and the lead is 4. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They go to the draw. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the option. Running to Green. Turning on the Jets. He's now up to 77 yards, rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Quarterback moving. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking down the middle. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Let's go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Holstein. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 20 over Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the timing just a hair off. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. That's reeled in. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Pushes for the goal line. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Here's a heat. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the... Give a little start to the drive. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Release to the back. Got a man. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Washington. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Let's take just a second and talk a little pit. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat.
Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Snap it to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snags it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to... Touchdown, Pitt! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.